Our journey through the pandemic has brought many twists and turns, and I have stood here and spoken to you on some very dark days. But today is a good day. Earlier, my government colleagues and I met to consider the latest report from the National Public Health Emergency Team. That report confirmed that we have weathered the Omicron storm. It confirmed that the rate of infection is reducing and that all of the key indicators on which we base our decisions have stabilised and are going in the right direction. It confirmed that Ireland's world-class vaccination programme and the rollout of boosters has utterly transformed our situation. It was our vaccinations and boosters that prevented the recent wave of infection translating into much more serious levels of illness and death. Based on this evidence, we've concluded that the rationale and justification for continuing most of our public health restrictions are no longer in place. Therefore, from 6 a.m. tomorrow morning, the majority of public health measures that we have had to live with will be removed. Guidance in relation to household visiting will no longer apply. Restrictions on capacity for all indoor and outdoor events will no longer apply. Closing time for hospitality and events will return to where it was before the pandemic. The COVID pass requirement for access to hospitality and indoor activities will no longer apply. The various requirements around managing people's movements at indoor hospitality and entertainment venues will no longer be required. And a phased return to the physical workplace for all staff can now commence. Because of the international situation, there are no changes to the current measures in place in relation to international travel. And a limited number of protective measures will remain in place for the coming month. Based on the advice of NEFIT, the wearing of masks where they are currently required will continue. Similarly, protective measures will remain in place in primary and secondary schools. Also, the advice for those with symptoms, positive cases and close contacts remains in place. These will be reviewed before the end of February, by which time all children aged between 5 and 11 will have had the opportunity to be fully vaccinated. I want to strongly encourage all parents to engage with your GP. Talk to them about the vaccine. Ask any questions and tease out any concerns you may have. The vaccine is safe for children and will keep them safe. Indeed, my message to everyone could not be clearer. Vaccination is key. The evidence is there to see. The unvaccinated and the unboosted suffer the most. Please, if you haven't already got your vaccine, if you haven't already, get your vaccine, get your booster. I want to be clear also that the pandemic isn't over. It will still require all of us to be vigilant. The changes we are making will likely lead to a temporary rise in infections in the short term, but we are advised that the impact of this rise will be limited by the scale of vaccination in the population. It is important also to say that I can't promise you there won't be further twists in this pandemic requiring different decisions in the future. But I do know this: solidarity with each other and trust in science has got us to where we are today and will get us through whatever else this virus may throw at us.